Hello, all my darlings. Happy Friday. Hope everybody's doing okay. Hey, Janice. Hey, Papa Red. Hey, Lexi Lou Who. Hey, P-Day. Hey, Judith. Hey, Makeup by Mandy. Smitten Kitten Life Happens. Hey, Punky Bee. I'm just going to make a real quick video to let y'all know what's going on. I'm not dying or anything. At least not today. But I don't know if a lot of people remember that I had to have that MRI last Friday. Just a real quick background. Oh, you know what? People said to turn it this way. I had a couple of people tell me to turn it this way. They could see better. Tell me if that's okay. Anyway, so last Friday I had an MRI because I have CMT, which is a hereditary disease that affects mainly your feet and legs. And I always get confused whether, it is a type of neuropathy, but the thing that bothers me most is my neuropathy. That's the thing that's the most painful, and it's excruciating pain. I had it right when I turned 30, so I've had it for 9 years now, and it's created a lot of trouble in my life. Is the sideways okay, Hopi Chef? Turn back, please. Okay. I don't know, I had like 3 comments on my last video saying turn it the other way. So my computer, I'm still working on that. Anyway, sorry about that. Hey, mom of 3 boys. Better? Okay. So anyway, this disease has taken over my life, as many of you know. I'll have to do a whole separate video on that. You know, eventually it led me to addiction because I couldn't get a diagnosis and I couldn't get any relief, and I was just in horrific, excruciating pain every single day of my life. And I wasn't sleeping at that time, so it's a whole spiral that happened that led to all of that, which I do want to tell that story if anybody's interested. But current day, what's happened is I keep getting... Okay, Nikki, thank you, sweetheart. I hope I'm okay now. Nikki just texted me. And I'm not feeling the greatest, so if my eyes look a little bit watery or anything, I think that I might have a fever. I'm not sure. But anyway, I feel like I'm being super melodramatic about this. So I keep getting wounds on my right foot. I actually haven't had any on my left foot, and it has to do with the injury I had back when I was a senior in high school. So my right foot has never quite had a good range of motion. So that mixed with the kind of moving of my bones due to the CMT and me not being able to feel anything because of the neuropathy, I develop all these wounds on my feet, and that's why a certain person likes to call me Mercifoot, which it's completely not true. I'll go into all that when I tell my long addiction story sometime. But anyway, I had one that lasted 18 months that was very, very bad. It went to the bone. I had surgery on it. I had just everything you could possibly imagine. I basically went to space and back trying to fix that one wound. And I swear, as soon as it healed, another one came up. So I've been dealing with that now for about 4 months, and the great news is I met a wonderful wound doctor. I changed insurance, so I have Duke now, and basically all my doctors are through Duke. Oh, I'll be okay, Tori. Bless your heart. It's just going to be very inconvenient. Hey, Robin. I love all you guys so much. It made me feel good to be able to come on here and talk to you all. So what ended up happening is, like I said, I met this really amazing wound doctor who, y'all, I'm in freaking love with. I am going to marry him. I'm telling you now. Pull TV settings down and switch it to auto rotate. Okay. I don't think I can do that right now, but can I do that now, Mandy? Look at you, Mandy, giving me all kinds of computer advice. Let me see if I can do that now. No, I'll work on that later. I'm eventually trying to get my computer to work. Anyway, like I said, this is just a short little video because I'm going to do one later on Sean. Y'all got to watch one of his videos this morning, and it made me laugh, but there's a couple things I want to talk about. So I'm going to do that one later. Thank you, Amanda. Dr. Hottie is right. Your doctor's a hottie, too. God, Amanda, he is so kind and so, I mean, even there's two things. He's super good looking, and I didn't even see him when he first came in the room. This is the 4th week now. I was texting, so he was like already looking at my foot by the time I looked up, and I was like, oh, dear God, who is he? But he is so, so kind. He just is, the way he treats his staff, and the way that he treats me, he's just the kindest man. So, anyway, he thought that my bone was infected. And he told me that a couple of weeks back, and I wasn't able to get the MRI until recently. For some reason, they had a huge backup on MRIs. And I got the results back yesterday, and oh gosh, it's so dark in here. Hold on, let me go somewhere where it's not so dark. Let's go outside. It's so beautiful. Okay, so on, let's sit outside. It's so beautiful. So on Friday, I had the MRI. Like I said, it was terrible. It lasted 3 hours, and they kept telling me not to move. And I was like, I can't stop moving because my medicine makes me kind of shake a little bit. That sun's not good. So, I guess that's why it took so long. Plus, they were doing 2 different parts of my foot. Hey, Booker. Hey, Vixen. Yeah, not good to have infection in the bone. So, this super handsome doctor, who I would have stayed all day with him, said, I think that your bone might be infected. And if it is, you need to have surgery. So, oh, thank you, Mandy. You're precious. That means a lot coming from you. I already knew that I was going to have surgery eventually because I have to have basically my whole foot remade. It's very extensive. It's very, I don't use the word dangerous, but it might not work, basically is what the doctor said. And he doesn't know whether he wants to do it in 2 parts or 3 because he literally is going to make me new toes, new everything because my foot just isn't functioning. So I was hoping yesterday I was going to get the results back from the MRI, and I was just really, really, really hoping that my bone wasn't infected because I didn't want to go through with that surgery just yet. Because many of y'all know what I went through this summer with that spinal cord stimulator and how terrible that was, and it didn't work, and it got infected twice, and I basically spent the whole summer in bed, and I've spent my whole life kind of on pause these past 5 years, it's really been on pause, and I'm ready to move on and move forward. So I was hoping my bone was infected, and at least I could get through like the holidays and everything, and maybe get to a point like early February or something when you don't want to be outside anyway, and get the surgery done because it's 3 months non-weight bearing minimum. For each part of the surgery. So that's very extensive, as you can imagine. So yesterday I walk in, and my mom came with me. I wanted her to meet Mr. Sexy, and all the nurses too are just wonderful there. So she came with me, and I also wanted to hear what the doctor said so another person could remember what was being said. And he said, "Did you see your MRI results?" And I said, "No," because I wasn't able to read them on my chart. And he said, your foot is broken." And I was like, "What?" So he said, "Yeah, do you remember breaking your foot?" And I said, "No, but it could have happened at any point in time. I am in so much pain all the time, not to be dramatic or anything, but I probably wouldn't even know if I broke my foot because it wouldn't be any different than the pain that I'm in all the time anyway. But, and I've told you I've fallen several times, but I have not fallen on that foot recently, so I didn't know. But he said, yeah, your bone is broken in that fifth metatarsal, which is where my wound is. It's on the outside of my right foot, so that's where that fifth metatarsal is. Amber, I love you, sweetheart. Yeah. Pallporn neuropathy is no freaking joke. And I don't have diabetes, that's where you normally hear it, but it's very painful. And so apparently I've got a broken bone, which needs to be fixed ASAP. I'm not really supposed to be putting weight on it. I'm trying to get a scooter ordered, a knee scooter, which I had before when I had the surgery, and they are annoying as hell. They're just as annoying as crutches, basically. Can a recovering person take pain meds? Absolutely, Vixen. I mean, I had to. This past summer when I had those 2 surgeries, excuse me, I had to take pain meds, and I was so frightened to misuse them that I think I was overly cautious. So in my case, yeah, I had to taper off the Suboxone, Vixen, and it went fine. It went great. I was so amazed at how it wasn't an issue for me. But I'll talk a bit more about that when I tell you all my full long story. I just wanted to give you an update on this and see if anybody has some suggestions for me. So I'm getting ready to meet my mom and my neighbor over. They're having a like an open house holiday sale at this local antique shop, Affordable Chic, that is awesome. So I'm going to go do that, but that's probably all I'm going to do today besides make some phone calls because I don't feel super great. But I am going to come back and do a live stream, hopefully. So anyway, what he also told me is that bone needs to be fixed, pretty much ASAP. But at the third and fourth metatarsal, there appears to be infected bone also. So that's like the worst of the worst news I could get. Not only do I have infected bone, but also a broken bone. So I'm pretty sure there's no way I can get around. I know crutches are horrible. Get around surgery. But I'm going to meet with my orthopedic surgeon ASAP, which I really like him also. He's married and going to have a baby, so he doesn't fall in the category of, and honestly, I don't even know if my other doctor is married or anything. He's just, gosh, there's something about him. And I don't usually go for that type. I usually like the bad boys with the tattoos and the Harley, and that's who I'm normally attracted to. But this doctor, he is so kind. He's got those kind eyes, and he's got like gray hair, although he doesn't appear, my mom didn't think he was very old either. I mean, not super old. Probably maybe close to my age. I don't know. We'll see. I'm just daydreaming, y'all. He didn't give me a second look. So I will meet with them, the orthopedic surgeon, I'm sure, probably early next week. And he's been wanting to cut on me anyway to get that taken care of. So I'm assuming I'll probably have to go into surgery fairly quickly. I'm supposed to be on crutches right now, but I tried to use them last night, and my fat ass can hardly walk. I mean, last time I really, used crutches, I was a senior in high school. So a long time ago, I weighed a lot less, and I swear, it's like, I don't think my wrists can handle all this. Um, but I just think that there's my mom. She just came over. We got to go over to the Affordable Chic, like I was telling you. So I just wanted to tell you all that because I know a lot of people were asking about my MRI and how it turned out. But just say some prayers if you have any extra ones. I'm at the bottom of the list, though, y'all. There's so many people that are worse off than me and have different issues going on that are much more serious. But what I want to ask you all is does anybody have any suggestions for how to get around besides a knee scooter and crutches? The best way to handle non-weight bearing. Broken nose. Oh God, Jennifer, did you fall while you were using crutches? I remember using crutches and slipping like on a little puddle of water or if something was wet. God, that was scary. Thank you, Helen. Yeah, wheelchair. I did get a wheelchair last time. My insurance paid for part of it, and I'll have to do that. And of course, it's my right foot, so I won't be able to drive, and it's just like, once again, I feel like I still haven't gotten out of prison in a lot of ways. I know that sounds crazy, but prison is lack of freedom, and that's kind of what I feel like I'm in a state of, but I still have so much to be grateful for, and you're probably going to see my face a whole lot more if I'm going to have to stay in bed for 3 freaking months. Yes, Patricia Raymond. I recently subbed to your channel. You're so sweet. I love your channel. Neuropathy is very painful. It is. Not all neuropathy. My mom has neuropathy, and she says, well, she is in pain, although she won't admit it. But sometimes people just have the numbness. Mine started with full-out crazy pain, undescribable pain. When I turned 30, I was like, what the hell is happening to me? I did not know, I'd never even heard the word neuropathy. Tori says, that's how I feel from my illness. Constant pain, and I need back and shoulder surgery. Oh, honey, what's wrong, Tori? I use a walker to get to and from a car, wheelchair in the house, and a walker in certain parts of the house. The knee scooter is a disaster. I know. I used it once before just for like getting up in the middle of the night if you have to use the bathroom. What's the bad news, Stacy? I was just saying that my MRI came back pretty bad, Stacy, that they were looking for bone infection, and apparently I have that throughout my foot, but I also have a broken foot. So, that's the bad news. Your 3-year-old has crutches? Oh, God bless him. Vixen says, I had a black bruise all over my back, and I was stuck the first time in a room with a 40. What in the world, Vixen? Degenerative bone disease you have, Tori. Degenerative joint disease and neuropathy. I'm not diabetic, but I have fibromyalgia and chronic pain. God bless you. What, do you mind me asking, what do you take for that? Because I'm always, I told my doctor yesterday, I need to come up with a name for him. Mr. Perfect. I told him about, you remember a couple months back when I told you I had gone to that new pain doctor, and he told me, his nurse came out and said he couldn't see me, there's nothing he could do for me, and I was like, what? I told him about that, and I was like, I just don't know, I'm obviously trying to do it the right way this time, but damn, I can see how people can, in similar situations to me, would get... I didn't get drugs off the street immediately. It was all people that I knew who saw how much pain I was in, and they were always like, here, take my extra whatever, because I had surgery, or my dad had surgery, or my dad died in hospice. Here, take this. That's how it all got started for me. And I just don't, going about it the right way apparently is just not, I'm coming to dead ends after dead ends after dead ends, and I keep thinking I'll just find the right doctor who maybe can help. Oh my gosh, he broke his fibula. God bless him at 3 years old. Well, they say younger people heal more quickly. This is a necklace I was going to show you that I got at that place that we're getting ready to go to, Affordable Chic. It's like an antique. They have some, I'm sure there's places that you know of that have, it's like different vendors in one shop that set up like different little stands and sell either antiques or maybe some new stuff mixed in. Hey, Christy. Bad news about your foot. I just wanted to say, oops, I missed your comment. Christy, oh, there it is. I just wanted to say I'm sorry you're going through so much pain regardless of any feelings you may have towards me. I really wish your health and struggles. Oh, Christy, I don't have anything but good feelings towards you and complete sympathy and empathy for what you're going through because you are in horrific, horrific pain. I don't know if you're still modding for that person or how you feel about that. I wanted to write to you, but I didn't want to be, I didn't want to put it on your public page. But I was just curious how you were feeling about all that. Amanda says, Miss Fairy Garden, can you wear a boot? The one that is non-weight bearing, the big plastic boot thing. I don't know medical term for it. You're so cute. I don't know. He didn't, my mom was asking me that just a minute ago because I've had other boots in the past. I couldn't find the big one, but he didn't say anything about that. So I might have to call them and say, is that a possibility? Because I'll tell you what, I'm not going to wear crutches. I'm not going to use crutches probably until I get my foot fixed because, damn, what difference is it going to make? It's not like the bone's going to heal. Aw, thank you, Jennifer, for saying that. Yeah, I've sent pictures to a couple people. It's pretty nasty. Oh, no. Mandy, did you say you got the flu? Damn. I'm assuming you didn't get the flu. Why didn't you get your flu shot? You of all people. Can you message me, Marla? I'm not the devil. I know you're not, honey. No, I don't believe that at all. I don't think anybody believes that about you, Christy. I don't know anybody who thinks that about you. I think everybody thinks that you were just trying to help, and you were the steadfast one, the only one who didn't need her side. I saw this morning on Crystal's stream, Miss De La Rue was there, and I've had Tamara commenting on my videos. I don't know if that's the same Tamara that used to mod for her, but no. Christy, I didn't see I'll have to find you on Twitter and see if I can follow you, because I didn't see your request to follow me. Are you just Christy in the Carolinas on YouTube, Twitter? You can't hear Marla. I probably have my sorry. I'm sorry, you guys. What I was saying about Christy, I said absolutely nobody, I don't think, thinks that you are the devil incarnate at all. Yeah, no one thinks that, Amanda said. I think everybody thinks that you are very steadfast for standing by her side for so long. I didn't send a request. I just tweeted you. That was my bad. That's okay, honey. I'll just find you as long as you're under Christy in the Carolinas. If that's your screen name, I can find you. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. But I'm going to go. We're going to go shop a little bit. And I love these. It's a little, family-owned shop up the road. The mother, she's so sweet. Her husband is a retired veterinarian, so he's there sometimes. And I think their son does, like, the accounting. My Twitter is Swami Ninja. I don't know if I can't type in here, I don't think. No, I can't. It's at SWAMININJA. My Swami Ninja. Hey, Oz. I'm so glad to see you, honey. You too, Mandy. So what are you doing for your flu, baby doll? I love you too, Amanda. I'll come back on after I get back from my little shopping adventure, and I'll tell you about my feelings about Sean, because I got some notes written down, but I think my mom wants to go, so love y'all, and thank you all for your support and for your advice. If you can think of anything else that would make my little non-weight-bearing life easier, and I don't want to get fat, even fatter than I am, just sitting around, you know what I mean? Blah. Anyway, love you guys. I'll see you in about an hour or two, okay? Bye.